Second live. It was a long day today for sure. Probably got 30 minutes left in me. We'll see. For some reason, my ChatGPT is like barely been working at all. But I'm trying to create like a graphic for a listing. So usually like all my marketing and stuff, I try to do like early in the morning or late at night. And also too, ChatGPT, it always like re-edits my picture too. I know I've tried Claude, and it's a lot better with not like editing your picture. $800K. And that's something too I've been dealing with a lot recently. It's something called the endowment effect. It's pretty much just the things that you own. You put a lot more earnest on how much it'll be. And a lot of times it's an emotional thing where you're dealing with houses. Maybe people have had their family members in there for 3 generations, 4 generations. And then when they're looking to sell, they're not able to come to a agreement on price just because it's emotional. Like I said, selling homes is definitely emotional because a lot of memories are in the property. The great-grandmother, grandmother, the mother, the kids. And then when you give them a certain price for what it's worth, they just can't agree to it. Like I said, even going back to that effect, that same effect I have too. Like I had broke my leg and my Achilles. tore it though, tore my Achilles. So I have some crutches that I use for both of those surgeries. And to me, those crutches are worth more than 100,000. Even if somebody offered me that, I still wouldn't take it, because for me, the crutches like symbolize resilience. So for me, those crutches are worth more than what it's worth. So even though I know crutches are probably worth 40 brand new, and then those are used, are probably worth $10, $15, but just how I feel emotionally, those are worth a lot more than that. And that's how it is too with the homes, that a lot of memories were had in the home. And a lot of people use those emotions to price the home. And I definitely understand where they're coming from 100%. Because the decision is not logical. It's an emotional decision that they're making. And it's a huge decision, for sure. So that's something I've been dealing with a lot recently. Is people being very emotionally tied to making decisions with homes. So the best advice for me is I can only give people an option, and it's up to them to choose on what they want to do. You know, you really can't force somebody to do anything. Something like that, it's a big decision they have to make on themselves. So, definitely. And that endowment effect, a lot of people have it with their own belongings, like cars, clothes, shoes, a lot of stuff like that. Because even if somebody says, I think it's worth this price, only a buyer really could determine that. So I've had that conversation a couple times today. And this is what I spoke about yesterday too. Because a lot of times at nighttime, I just like schedule, send messages and emails just so I'm not sending stuff to people, late at night. Because I do still get emails late at night. So I wouldn't want to send to other people. I usually schedule for like 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And I definitely need to hire somebody that definitely does marketing. Because I could do it and sort of be creative, but a lot of that is like time consuming. Mm-hmm. And also, too, recently where I've been, South Haven, Mississippi, um, has definitely been a place where a lot of money is being transferred at. South Haven, Olive Branch, those places. Like I went there today and I was there yesterday, and it's just everywhere is just busy, full of cars, people buying stuff. And that's something too in the video that I had made about the Memphis Metro. That is considered the Memphis Metro. Some parts um, of Arkansas is the Metro. Some parts of Mississippi. Um, all of Shelby County is considered the Metro. And it goes all the way into Tipton County too. So, and that's where it includes like that 1 million, 1.5 population in that grid. Mm. And I recently listed some properties that I have for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And I've been getting a lot of messages, but the same messages over and over is just saying, is it available? So, and I've seen certain sellers, they put that on there and they don't respond to, is it available? Because if it's not available, I would just take it off. Yep. So for tomorrow, I'm gonna try to use an AI image and just see how it goes. It's like one of those flyers you can create. Then also too, for the free version of ChatGPT, I didn't know there was like a limit for how many images you can create. On here, they have like 7 images that you could. Before, when I used to use it, I know ChatGPT was like unlimited, but with free AI tools, they're gonna all have it to where you have to pay for it. I guess what the future is, they're gonna make everything obsolete that you have to use AI, and to use AI, you have to pay a certain fee per month. So that's what the future is going to be. It's just any money that you get, you're just going to be paying it to AI to make things for AI, and then get money from it, and then make AI more money. And that's something too. I had a question from YouTube about how is AI affecting real estate. It's definitely made certain things easier, um, but like the whole thing to where like you don't need like a realtor, you can just use AI. It just hasn't been working. Like even the earliest things of AI, like those estimates and Realtor.com, you can like see what your home is worth. A lot of those are not accurate at all. 2017, Zillow was buying homes under that program, and they lost hundreds of millions of dollars buying homes under that value, and they still lost money from it because the AI just can't pick up certain things within the market. Like a lot of times we can see what things are going for on market and off market. And then when we visit the home, we can analyze the property to the inside, what kind of work it needs, and get like an emotional feel on the property to where AI really can't do that at all. So I really haven't seen much disruption. It makes the job a little bit easier too, with paperwork and flyers and stuff like that. And I've heard people use it for automation in businesses, like following up with people. But personally, from what I heard, a lot of people just don't like automated follow up. Like people can always tell when somebody's just like automating something. Because when people call, people want to talk to a real person. And yesterday I had 5 showings. Today I had 5. So I definitely been very busy this summer. Yesterday I probably wrote up 3 contracts, and today 2. It's only Tuesday, or I guess Wednesday. It's almost midnight. So, yeah. And that's something too. I usually don't complain about how hot it is, even though it's the summer. But my first appointment was like around noon. And as soon as I got out of the car, I was just drenched in sweat. 100%, I was just drenched in sweat. Kettle area. And a lot of what I do, people always ask, is just following up with people. Like a lot of times people ask for certain things to be done, and then you do it, and then you follow up on it, and you just have a series of that. Ooh. And I had a whole list of like content ideas I was gonna do, but I just think I'm too tired. I can just like see my eyes are just like. So I'm about to go ahead and end the live, but that was the main thing that I talked about at the beginning of the live. It's called the endowment effect. The things that you own, you put a lot of value on because of the emotional connection that you have with it. I have things like that. Like I said, certain things that symbolize like resilience in my life, I put a lot of value on it to where other people would not. And I definitely understand when people have multiple generations of people living in a home. They have a lot of stories, a lot of memories, emotions in it. And it's somewhat hard, too, to tell certain people just what it's worth or what they could get for it. But again, it's an emotional decision rather than logical. Because you can give them all the facts, but people aren't going to make a decision unless you give them multiple options. So